Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rakakadash. I give double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone who well and teach us on doctrine. And peace and blessings to the elect. Now, this is just kind of an exhort to, just to remind brothers to keep pushing, keep progressing. Because the Spirit just hit me, I was just sitting down and the word progress just came into my head. And progress should be something that we're striving for all the time. You don't want to stay at the same level, but you may not necessarily go at the same pace of another brother, but you can, don't be envious of that brother, just because he may be moving a little bit faster than you and, whatnot, or if he's, given a different measure to you. You have to understand the Lord has a time and a place for when he actually puts things up. And now, of course, we have to step on faith. Like, we do these videos, yeah, we do them for the sheep, but we do them for ourselves because they're a way of building up our spirit. I mean, I speak for myself and probably collectively for other brothers as well. But one thing that you don't want to do, you don't want to go too fast because, you kind of burn yourself out, but, you got to work at pace. You got to work at pace, try and do as much as you can without, burn yourself out, just pace, basically just pace yourself. Because the goal is to be better than you were yesterday. Because you don't want to be at the same level. If you've been at the same level for, say, X amount of time, then, you have to, you're going to have to look into that, what do they call it? Reflect on that. Let's see, okay, am I doing enough? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Okay, I could be doing more. What else could I be doing? I start looking at it that way because there's always, like I always say, no matter where you are, there's always room for improvement because we all go off. But anyway, let me zoom into this word progress, and this is the etymology. Early 15, progressive, a going on, action of walking forward. And like I always say, that no matter how many times you stumble and you fall, you have to get back up and keep on going. Because what we're enduring now is nothing compared to what we're going to get in the kingdom. From Old French, progress, that's with one S. Modern French, progress. And directly from Latin, progressus, a going forward, an advance, known of action, from participle stem of progredi, go forward, from pro forward, gradi, to step / walk. Just like the scripture says, don't be over righteous and neither make yourself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Because if you're being over righteous, then you're gonna have, you have to look at it this way. We're in look at the, I don't even know what to say, but look at the world or country that we're living in. While you're maybe teaching or in day-to-day life, you're gonna encounter many different people. You have got to know how to navigate certain situations. You can't just be like, you can't necessarily, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of an example, but you got one right now. Let me see. Just get selected. Give me a minute. All right. Say for example, you at your job, right? I have your boss. Maybe a man is annoying you. It's not wise for you to then go on a tear in, for example, in the workplace and Obadiah the first chapter, because that's not really gonna get you anywhere, because you have to put into perspective. we know who we are, but you're compromising yourself because foolishly, because that job, because that job is providing you money, which you need as a defense. So that's why, the scripture says we have to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You got to know how to navigate in different situations. I remember when you're studying, whilst we're studying and whilst we're doing our thing, who is what, you're worried that you may not be getting too many viewers. But listen, man, the Lord is keeping record of this, and the holy angels are watching you. You may have some brothers that may not really see charts like that, but trust and believe that they're there and they're watching you, man. You just have to have faith, and they're not only taking notes of what you're doing on camera and listen, they're also taking notes of what you're doing, most importantly, when nobody's, when you don't have a camera in your face. So if if you have a dual personality, meaning if you're being wicked off camera, you need to evaluate and, you need to repent. Because the Lord will spew you out of his mouth. Because the Lord hates people who seem hot one day and then cold the next day. No. So that would just be lukewarm, if you get what I'm saying. You can't be in and out, on and off. You gotta be one or the other. I didn't plan on making this a long-winded lesson. I'm probably just gonna get one or two precepts and then close it out. This was more just to exhort the brethren.
This is a large capacity, rechargeable backpack, a must-have for your travels. Multiple.
We have progress at different we have progress at different speeds. But you just have to keep moving forward no matter what. You have to keep moving because you don't want to get stuck on the same level. Because if you and a brother may be on level 1, but he's jumped over to level 2, ain't nothing wrong with that, because you may, like I say, be moving. Your pace may be a little bit slower than his, but eventually you got you're gonna be on that level 2. If you just comfortable staying at level 1, then there's something wrong, because you shouldn't want to stay on level 1, because pretty soon level 1 is gonna have to move to level 2 itself, because everything what would you call it, because everything moves, like everything advances. That's what I'm looking for. Everything advances, so you should be wanting to advance with that at least. So don't be comfortable staying in your comfort zone. You should be comfortable being uncomfortable. I believe it's 2 Timothy 2:15. Yeah, 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And what is the word of truth? It's what we push out by way of the scriptures. The word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that's the word of truth. This book is true. But let me see if I can get another precept to close out with. I remember me and my brother were talking about it as well. Me and the brother Tazar were talking about not to get too much into the private conversation, but yeah, he was telling someone, everyone, everyone basically progress at the Lord has a set time when he has when he will have you fall into your lap. For example, you can't really push out. You can't. Everything is done in the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. So us being in the truth, we didn't end up in the truth any sooner than the Lord wanted us to end up. So everything that we do falls into the timing of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. But at certain times, we all the time, we just need to pray that the Lord keeps us on the straight path, and that He puts the Spirit in us to do His will. So that we build up His faith. To do videos, to go out there, to do all kinds of things, because we're building up our faith, and for the times that we're entering into, we're gonna need it.
Have you got pensions from previous jobs? It feels.
I'm just gonna alright. Zechariah 13:8 Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And this third is talking about the elect, those that endured it to the end. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined. I will try them as gold is tried. You progress, like, even with the conduct in the truth, you learn about you learn about the holy days, you learn about things that you should and shouldn't do, you learn about things that you should and shouldn't eat. That all counts as progress, along with being able to enjoy the things that may be an adversary to you. And we'll try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. This was just supposed to be a quick hit. Just an exhort to brothers. I hope it was edifying. And in closing, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rakakadash. Until next time, Shalom.